I want you to learn this information tonight as if you were going to be responsible for teaching it to somebody else as soon as this call is over. My definition of content is everything that you do and everything that you are a part of is content. What happens when you're not allowed to use the content? They say put your phones down, or they say put the recorder down. No recorders, no videos allowed. What do you do then? It's still content, right? Because what I said content, my definition of content is everything that you do, right? And everything that you're a part of. So in the case if you're experiencing something or you're a part of something and you're not able to document it, well, here's what you do. We're still talking about how to create content, right? All you got to do is you go home and you write about it. That's it. You go home and you write about what you experienced, what you did, or what you were a part of, what you saw. But again, everything that you do and everything that you're a part of is content. So even if you're an introvert, right? Even if you don't like, you're like, hey, I know he's talking about, he wants me to do this Facebook video. He wants me to do an Instagram video. He wants me to do this Snapchat video. But that's just not me. I'm not going to do it. I guess it's an old saying where they say a hungry mouth don't get fed. So, in other words, I'm saying a lot of our bottom line results would increase. I know some of us are on the search and we're looking for different tools to use and different material of flyers to use and different phone calling service. And some of you are even some of you, believe it or not, are debating your business. You believe your business can't go to the next level until you get a better cell phone. But what I want to share with you guys tonight, and I just want to beat this until a majority of us get it, is we have to figure out a way to let people know that we exist. And the way that in the business world right now, the way that we let people know that we exist is by putting out content. What did I say before? I said content is everything that you do and everything that you're a part of is content. And I also said, well, what about when you go to that environment where you're not allowed to use your phone or your anything, right? You just write about it when you leave. One thing it's very rare that you're not allowed to use a pen and pencil. It's very rare. I can't think of too many places that you can go, and I've visited about 16 different countries, some of them twice. I can't think of one place that I've ever been where a pen and paper is not allowed. So with that being said, you don't want to miss the moment, but you do want to document maybe some bullet points, right? Now, I want to give, because we got some young people on the team. And when I say young, I'm talking my age and younger. Okay, anyway. Okay, so there was this, I want to prove to you guys that content is everything that you do and everything that you're a part of. So there's this, I guess they call him a business mogul, or there's this business mogul. He's like a CEO of a big brand, and the brand or the music label is called Cash Money. Okay, and it's called Cash Money Records, right? And they've been around since the 90s. But they've made like hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? Now, the reason why I want to use this as a parallel for creating content is because this is exactly what happened. So the guy who's the CEO of Cash Money Records, his name is Birdman. So follow me through this story, right? His name is Birdman. Birdman is going through this battle with some of his artists. A lot of his artists, the biggest artist that we know is called Lil Wayne, right? And we all know Lil Wayne. He's in the Forbes magazine. He's a very rich guy. So a lot of artists are saying that Birdman is not giving them all of their money. Like he owes a lot of his artists millions, tens of millions of dollars. Right? They're taking him to court. They got lawyers and all that stuff, right? So now, Birdman goes on an interview to the most dangerous radio station in the business. And they call themselves The Breakfast Club. It's 3 hosts on that show. It's Charlemagne the God, it's Angela Yee, and it's DJ Envy. It sounds like a soap opera, but this is all really real. It just sounds like it when I'm saying it. Okay, so Birdman goes to this interview, most dangerous radio station in the world, and it's called The Breakfast Club. And what typically happens, right? Birdman prior to this interview had some beef. He had some differences with one of the hosts, which was Charlemagne the God. And Charlemagne is smart. And those who know who Charlemagne is, he's a very intellectual guy, very, very intelligent guy. In fact, he has a book. I might as well say he has a book, and it's called Black Privilege. And it's a New York bestseller. So Charlemagne was smart enough to say, because he knows that they have some differences. So Charlemagne, before this all happens, he tells their camera guy, he says, get the videos rolling now. He said, before the interview even started, he said, start rolling the tape now. Start recording now. As soon as Birdman walked in, he said, start recording now. And that interview, if you go on YouTube, it's less than 5 minutes. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I know this sounds, I just went all the way around the block to get you guys this point. But my point is, that is one of the most memorable things that not only happened in 2017, because you guys heard, if you're younger, well, if you're older than me, then you guys probably don't know, but you probably heard your children and your grandchildren talking about it. But there's this saying that says, and it went viral, it said, you got to put some respect on my name. Respect, R-E-S-P-E-K. He's from the South, from Louisiana. So it's put some respect on my name. That all came because someone was smart enough to say, this is going to be content. And don't worry about being great. Because if you're just starting the journey of creating content, I'm going to tell you right now, you're probably going to suck. You're probably going to watch it after you create it. You're going to watch it. And you're going to say, oh, no, look at this. Oh, my gosh, I don't want to listen to what you have to suck. You're going to suck. Same thing with your audio. You create an audio, you're going to think it sounds good when you're driving in your car. Remember I was talking about you could do it when you're driving in your car? On your commute to work, you can create some content. You're not going to like it at first. It's okay. Put it out anyway. Put it out anyway. Nobody's paying attention to you anyway. Put it out anyway. That's the cool thing about growth and development and evolving, right? Is nobody pays attention to the caterpillar. Everybody wants to see and marvels over the butterfly. They don't pay attention to what the caterpillar is doing. So you're going to suck. But it's okay because chances are nobody's going to be paying attention. But you're doing it for repetition. Right? You're doing it for you. Now, if you just happen to start, some people get better faster. Right? Some people get better faster than others. That's a fact. Okay? However, I'm just saying, if you feel like you suck, if you feel like it's terrible, it's normal. I always say I know we're all into personal development. There's a guy named Jim Rohn that I like to reference, right? And he says, because he's this great business philosopher. He passed away a couple years ago. Incredible business philosopher. Absolutely incredible. However, when he first got started, he later went on to tell the story, like, he said he was so terrible at doing these presentations. He was so terrible doing his first couple presentations. He said that if he wasn't doing the presentation, he would have went home. He was surprised that the people stood in front of him to see him be so terrible. So we have to be okay with growing, right? Remember what I was talking about? Everybody takes pictures of the butterfly, right? Everybody marvels over the butterfly. Nobody really cares about the caterpillar. The caterpillar really gets its claim to fame because of what it turns into. That's the caterpillar's main claim to fame. The only difference between a caterpillar and us, right, there's only one real difference between a caterpillar and us, and that's that the caterpillar cannot rest on its laurels. It can't remain who it is. But you can definitely remain terrible, or you can definitely remain non-seeable, non-hearable, non-visual. Nobody ever knows what the hell you're doing. Very possible. But the caterpillar, it does have to evolve. We have that choice. The second thing is you got to get other people involved. Right? Got to get other people involved. Could I just have a conversation? Can you answer a couple questions for me so I can create some content? I want to put it on my blog, or I want to put it on YouTube, or I want to put it on Instagram. Right? Can you answer a few questions? You got 5 minutes so I can answer you can answer a couple questions for me? So you figure out a way to get other people involved. That's the key. And as you continue to get other people involved, you'll start to see how normal this life is. Right? Creating content. It's just the way it is, right? We just create content. What is content? Content is everything that you do and everything that you are a part of.